So if you sell any kind of product online, selling your services, digital products, or even physical products, you need to have in place the small print, the terms and conditions, the privacy policy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I use my own privacy policy terms and conditions using TermsFeed. This is how I do it with my own online business. Hopefully you can understand how you can implement this in your online business too. And full disclosure, I am not a legal advisor in this kind of stuff. I'm just going to be showing you how I do it. And first of all, for me to do that, I'm going to jump straight on over into my laptop and show you what I would do. So if you have your own website, I would go ahead and have a look at TermsFeed. This is just a provider that the platform that I use called Kajabi. This is the one that they recommend. I've had a quick look at some others. They're all much of a muchness, but it's entirely up to you which one you choose. But this is the one that I would probably recommend. Stay up to date and compliant with privacy laws using TermsFeed. Now, again, another caveat, depending on where you are in the world, depends on what sort of legal small print that you have to put in place. Now, I'm just going to log into my account because I have a TermsFeed account, and I'm just going to show you inside what I've done to actually set up the small print for my online business. So this is inside of my TermsFeed account, and I'm just going to go into my agreements and my policies. And these are the two that I have actually used. I've got terms and conditions, and then I've got a privacy policy. So I sell coaching services, I sell digital products, online courses, and so I use this TermsFeed for the small print and put them onto my Kajabi website. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But first of all, I would encourage you to set up a TermsFeed account and then go ahead and see what you need for your area of the world, see what policies and agreements you need to put in place, and have a look at best practices. So if you're modeling yourself on someone else or some other business model, go and have a look at see what they do. Don't copy it, but just get an idea of what they're putting in the small print, so then you can come here to TermsFeed or a similar app and actually build your own. So I've gone ahead and I've created TermsFeed conditions for my business, my online business, timpeakman.com, and then a privacy policy for timpeakman.com as well. And it takes you through, TermsFeed take you through a series of questions and answers, and you're just filling in the fields that it then self-populates into a document. So I'm just going to click download my terms and conditions, and this is pretty much what it looks like. So these are my terms and conditions from last year that I updated. And this is how it actually looks. This is basically everything that I use to actually put in my terms and conditions page. You can actually have a look and see how this looks in TermsFeed. TermsFeed give you a separate URL, so you can actually have a look down and see how this is going to present on your own platform. So it gives you free revisions, free hosting, good SEO, and then sort of discounted upgrades. But this is what I like about TermsFeed. It gives you the copy to your clipboard. This is the HTML that you can actually embed into whatever platform you're using. So you can either copy this to your clipboard, or you can copy the whole lot of it. And I'm just going to go over and show you how I do this. So I would probably copy all of this to my clipboard and then go over inside of my Kajabi account. So I use Kajabi. I would go into website and then into pages. And then once I'm in pages, I'm going to go to a landing page. And then I've built out a couple of these here. So I'm just going to filter this by published. And then I've got a privacy policy and then terms and conditions. So I'm going to open both of these out in a separate tab and then show you exactly how I use these. So this is my privacy policy. And all I've done is I've created a section on the left-hand side here. I simply added a section in a blank landing page and then clicked custom section. So once I've done that, I then go into that custom section and then I've just added text. So click add content and then you just add text. Just click on the little text thing here. Once you've got that, you can go into the text and then you can go into the source code here and then you can just paste in that HTML and it should actually look something similar to this. If you want to have a little bit of a preview, you click preview, and this is what my privacy policy looks like, again updated in 2022. So if you wanted to do another update, go back into TermsFeed, update it within TermsFeed, and then download another copy or get that HTML or download it in a Word document, save it to your computer, and then save it to whatever platform you're using for your own website. Very similar, almost identical in the terms and conditions and the privacy policy. So I've got the privacy policy here, and then the terms and conditions. I've got one more text block here, and then inside that text block, I've gone into the source code and then just pasted that in there. So this is what the other one looks like. So you've got terms and conditions here, and then your privacy policy in here. Now I like to put these on separate landing pages so you can still have the header and the footer exactly the same as the rest of your website pages. So I've got my header and my footer in exactly the same. But a caveat here, have a research of what your area of the world needs in terms of the privacy policy, in terms of the terms and conditions, and what you're actually offering. What are you offering? Are you offering a coaching service? Are you selling digital products? Are you selling physical products? There will be some small print that you will need to update and be specific to actually what you're offering and where you are in the world. So for me, I operate outside of the UK and EU, so I need GDPR compliancy, which I've got inside of my small print. And fingers crossed, and the likelihood is you're never going to use this small print, but if you do have some discrepancies on a service that you've provided, or a digital product or a physical product you've provided to someone, you can always refer them back to these terms and these privacy policies. But just don't get hung up on going after someone if they've done something wrong. I would always try and resolve it at the lowest possible level, engage with that customer, engage with that disgruntled customer, if it may be a disgruntled customer, and try and sort things out locally. But if you actually take the time and the effort to go through this process and do your due diligence and actually put this small print on your website, you're going to be covering yourself, you're going to be covering your customers and others who actually engage with your website and actually become a customer of yours. And another thing I do get asked is, how can you protect your IP? You can literally just put everything out into the world if it's free content. I use YouTube to put out all my free content, but if it's any course where you're not going to stop people going in and buying your stuff, or even going through your free stuff and copying some of it. I mean, I would encourage someone to copy some of my content if they found it useful. All I'm doing in this business is teaching and helping people with online business and setting up their online business. A lot of people get so hell-bent on trying to protect and stop people from copying their content. But my advice to those type of people, it would be just, I don't think you're ever going to stop people copying your content. But my advice would be just to focus on the content that you're producing, and you'll just get better and better content over time. So that's it. Hopefully this video helps and has provided some value to you, that you can actually understand a little bit better now of what small print you need for, one, where you are in the world, two, what products and services you're offering, and three, the best practice for your own business model and how to put that together on your platform of choice, like mine is Kajabi. And if a digital products business is something that you're interested in, I've got some free training for you. You can head over to timpeakman.com/workshop, where I walk and talk you through how to earn your first $1,000 of online revenue. What I would do if I started all over again tomorrow. You can get free access in just a few clicks of a button. Head to timpeakman.com/workshop. And I look forward to seeing you again on another video soon.